So hi again, I'm high again. Sorry, I'm very high, so I don't know what I'm gonna say. But hopefully it's not gonna be like Thursdays. I mean on Thursday I said some bad things. Anyway, so this is not how I wanted to start this talk. I want to start this talk by speaking about my addiction. I want to go to a psychiatrist and ask him to give me ketamine, because ketamine is what Elon Musk uses to stay like alert and stay happy or excited, like he seemed when he started waving at people with the Heil Hitler wave. Anyway, so he cured his depression using ketamine. I want to go to a psychiatrist and ask for ketamine, because now I smoke some weed, and I was so sad. I mean, weed and alcohol doesn't work for me anymore. They don't do shit in me anymore. I'm still sad, and if I lose these 2 hours on Thursday and on Saturday, where I get high and I fucking feel happy, I just want to kill myself. I don't want to live anymore. So I need something that will make me happy, because weed isn't doing anything for me anymore. I want to change my life and stop doing all of these drugs and just start exercising. But this is the dream of everybody in the world, and only a few people can do it. I think I'm gonna try to do it. I tried many times and failed, but this time I will try for real. So today was very busy. Yeah, I sent the movement papers I brought the movement papers to the director of the school so I can move from this school to another school. And they said to me, "You wanna escape?" I was like, "Yeah, dumb. Yeah, duh. Obviously I wanna escape this fucking hell. I mean, the students don't respect me, and I lost my dignity, and I fucking hate the place, and it's horrible. And it's a bad village with full of sand, like the sand village of Gara." But of course I didn't say all of these things. I just said I want to be closer to my family and to be able to do a master degree. So this made my girl laugh. I mean, I think she's my girl. She's falling in love with me, because the first thing I want to talk about is that she said, I'm talking about Iman. She said that I'm so funny. She tried to insult me, and she said, "Any more compliments for me? Like you're giving me too many compliments." So what I replied was like, "I've got a lot in my pockets. I still got a lot in my pockets." And then, ha ha ha, and then I'm genuine, and these are actually my own thoughts. What? And I said it translates to what is in my heart is in my tongue, but it's a Moroccan proverb or something like that. And then I said, "No, actually, it's not on my tongue, it's on my fingers, because I typed them." And that made her laugh, and she said, "How come you turn everything to be so funny?" She said that, I mean, genuinely. So she said I'm so funny, and I think she started falling for me. But then later that day, I said to her, "How is Massa, the place where she lives with her family? And if there are any good places to visit?" Because she went to a fucking very good coffee in the morning. She went to a coffee called Chipalas, which is very fancy. And I was scared, how can I satisfy this bitch if she goes to those cafes and I spend 15 dirhams or 20 dirhams in 3 days? Yeah, I cook a stew and I eat from it for 3 days. The stew costs about 15 dirhams with bread and olives and everything. So how can I satisfy this bitch who spends like 200 dirhams on a breakfast, or 150 dirhams on a breakfast? I was so fucking surprised, because she's just from a normal family. I mean, why would she do that to herself? But capitalism is a beast. Anyway, I was thinking of letting it go and just stop talking to her, because it's not gonna work out. And then I said to her, because when we talked about message, she said, "Do you want to go there?" I was saying, like, only if it's to visit you. She said, "You mean visit my parents?" She's like asking me to ask her for marriage or something like that. And I texted her with a message, blushing, saying that does she want me to go? Can I go to her parents? And she said, "Then no, you can't." I was like, "What? That was a joke?" And she said, "Yes." After a while, actually, she replied. She said, "No, you can't." And then after I said to her, "Can I go?" She stayed for a while, about 2 hours, and then she said, "No, you can't." Oh, that was a joke. Yeah, I believe it. And she started laughing, and then we continued talking. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but Sarah is better. I want to fuck Sarah. I don't want Iman. I want that beautiful 15 years old blonde. Yeah, I remember it. So she sent me a picture of Sydney Sweeney, the actress, the American actress. Like, she's so beautiful with blonde hair, green eyes, and big fucking tits, which Nate in Euphoria smashed. Oh my god, those scenes are beautiful. He fucked her hard, man. And then she complained about it later, and she said she didn't want to do these scenes. But fuck you, you got fucked in front of the world. That's it. And she said because she's now this actress, she's still in her bath water. The water she baths in, she makes it as a bath water, and she sells it, which is fucking weird. But I want to buy that shit. It's so fucking good. I mean, the boobs and the fucking pussy of Sydney Sweeney on that water. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. I want to drown in it. Sorry. She said to me, "Do you like her?" I said, "I'll be lying if I say I don't. She's cute." And she said, "Yes, she's cute." And then she started talking to me less, and I was like, what? Was she testing me in those 2 times? I mean, the first time she wanted me to see if I want to marry her, and the second time is when she wanted to see if I like other girls. I mean, what the fuck? That's so fucking weird. Anyway, I'm gonna invite her Monday for lunch. I'm gonna buy her a tacos. I hope she doesn't exceed 25 dirhams. Another thing is that my mother, oh my god, how did I leave this until the last thing I say? When my mother was in a car accident, she was standing on the street with her sister and 2 of her nephews, and truck got into an accident and turned and killed like 15 people. I mean, my mother could have been one of them. Thank God it didn't happen. I would have killed myself today if that happened. Oh my god. Anyway, thank God she was safe. And I don't know. This is how weird life can be. Life can take anything from you, or everything from you, in one blink of an eye. In 1 second, everything is gone. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that happened, and then I looked at my account in Pocket Bank, the application, and there is an error in it. Still until now, where you enter and you find your balance 0. I mean, I worked 10 years for that money. I have a 10 years life saving. So what the hell? I was so scared. And then I entered again and I entered again. From 6 in the evening till now, I'm still entering this website. Sometimes I find the number. I don't want to tell it. I am rich, not that rich, but almost close to my dream, which is to own an apartment. What a silly bad dream. Fuck. But anyway, that's my dream, and I almost close to it. And then whenever I enter, I find 0. I get the first time I got and I found 0. My heart started beating, my body was shaking. I started calming my mind started calming me, but I couldn't be calm. Like, my whole body started reacting by itself. How can something spiritual or I don't know, not metaphysics, no. I mean, something not real, not materialist, change something materialist like the body? And then I understood. I know that like there are chemicals in the brain, and these chemicals are things that go electricity and stuff like that. That change. I don't know what I'm saying. That changes the behavior of the body. But how can that fucking affect you, even though your brain actually starts to calm things down and the body doesn't respond? That's a fucking weird thing to say. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go take a look at my account again. Thank you and goodbye.